joining us. So, Reggie, you grew up in Boston.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I was born in South Carolina, moved to Boston when I was 5 years old. Lived in Dorchester all my life.
Yeah.
When I moved to Boston, the racism was out of control. Grew up a lot of running, getting beat up a lot, until I learned how to fight. Then it was the opposite. I mean, did a lot of time, back and forth in jail.
Mm-hmm. The situation turned for you. Tell me about the time you did, in particular the federal prison time.
Well, leading up to the federal time, I ended up getting shot when I was 18 years old, paralyzed from the neck down. They told me I'd never walk again. Was paralyzed for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Started coming back. But the anger I had in me made me worse. So when I got better, I continued to do crime. Long story short, ended up getting 15 years when I was 30 years old. Not because of the crime, but because I wouldn't tell on the person. Ended up getting 15 years. I did 13 years, 9 months, 7 days in the federal jail. While I was incarcerated, I told myself this was it. I had enough. I wasn't gonna come out the same way I went in. So I started doing programming. I got my GED. Started working out a lot. The same thing my boss, John Feynman, was doing on the street, I was doing while I was incarcerated, trying to save the young cats, I mean, getting them to do the right thing. Yeah. I was on this thing called build and destroy. Build on everything positive to destroy the negative. Ended up getting a lot of young cats working out with me, doing the same thing John's doing right now, saving the kids.
This is in prison, you
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I got released December 3rd, 2009 to your establishment.
That's when you came to Coolidge House?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Tell me about that experience and what was helpful there.
Pretty much it was on me to do what I needed to do. Mm-hmm. And I was prepared for it. The first individual, social worker I call it, that I got wasn't good for me. Then they ended up giving me this lady named Stephanie. Stephanie didn't stand in my way. She helped me every which way she could. She provided, anything I asked her for, she provided it for me. From trying to find a location from work or trying to find home.
And since you left Coolidge, you've done well.
I would say I did more than well, sir.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
And I believe there's a couple of young people in your life that are very important to you.
Yeah, my grandchildren.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm getting custody of them now. Yesterday I went back downtown. They gave me 90 days temporary custody. But I gotta go through the shenanigans of putting the names in the papers and all that. And August 6th they give me permanent custody. I'm just trying to help my daughter out.
Good. Very good.
Thank you.
Back to Coolidge House for a moment. So, and Stephanie, again, what was it about Stephanie's work with you that made a difference?
She cared. No matter what business you have, you're gonna have some people that care and some people that don't. Mm-hmm. Some people just come to work just to get through the job and go back home. And then also, on the flip side, individuals like us coming to your establishment, if we're gonna do the right thing or we're not. Stephanie supplied the tools for me. Like I always tell John, the toolbox is everything. If you got a toolbox and nobody's using it, that's all it is. But if you got a person that's using the tool, now you have somebody that's an entrepreneur. I mean,
and that's what Stephanie helped you do.
Yes, right.
So is there anything that you would want to say to Stephanie today about that experience and what it's meant to you where you are today? Actually, wait a minute. Why don't we have Stephanie join us? Stephanie?
Oh, for real? My girl. Look at that, what's up, baby girl? Oh, they pulled the rabbit out the hat, huh?
Stephanie,
Thank you.
Always
the gentleman.
So again,
Have a
what were you
seat,
going to
Steph.
say to Stephanie about what she's been able to
Have
do
a
for
seat,
you?
Steph. Well, you already know how important it is for a man to get on his knees to ask a woman to marry him. I want you to feel that same way when I tell you thank you and I appreciate what you did for me.
Absolutely.
Thank you, thank you.
And
So,
what was it about Reggie that you?
Reggie, so, the difference between you and people that don't make it is that you came in and you were so determined. He had so much motivation to really change, the core of what you'd known for so long, and that's scary and that's difficult. And you, above all, weren't afraid to ask for help. And I think that's the biggest thing, is there's a lot of pride in not wanting to say, hey, I need a job leader, I need an outfit for interviewing, and you did that. And
Thank you.
we worked hard together.
Definitely.
You're giving me all this credit, but you worked hard, and I held you accountable.
Oh, definitely,
I mean, I
definitely.
definitely was, smoke underneath you for a long time, but it paid off, and you made my job so awesome, and look at you now.
On top of my game, baby.
Exactly.